Welcome back to Symphony of Thursday Night. I am Alex, also known as Solinus Dracone, and this is going to be the last episode. I know this for a fact because there is only Galamoth and Dracula left. Now, as you probably have already noticed, I went and found a toy. I decided that I wasn't going to fuck around with Galamoth anymore. I'm going to take him on. Now, I did want to try and get the Ring of Varda, get a couple of those to kind of stack things in my favor, but actually you do have to have a clear save file. You actually have to beat the game once on, on the memory card at least before that Ring of Varda opens up. I am almost positive. The Crissaegrim, however, that was not a problem. I just went and farmed schmooze, and with the Ring of Arcana, which, where is it? Oh, there it goes. With the Ring of Arcana, I was easily able to just simply, get it on the first try, really. So, yeah, kicked some ass with this. This is going to be exactly what gets us through. Let me just double check that there's no awesome things that we can equip. Nope, I think we're good. Yeah, and I got my beloved Holy Water back, so one way or another, we are finishing Galamoth. This game is going to be completed. I think I will start off by just taking a medicine first. Let me sort things. And I should have a Resist Thunder, yeah. Don't think I'll be getting much use out of the shield on this battle. I also stocked up on a bunch of health potions too. But look at that. Look at how fast this thing goes. It's got a ridiculous range. It does ridiculous amounts of damage. And I'm just tearing them apart. I mean, yeah, I am getting my ass handed to me. But, I mean, come on. There you go, see? Wow. He's really pouring it on, though. There we go. Whew, he took a pretty amount to take down, and I got taken to the limit. But yeah, that's the power of the Crissaegrim. Look at that ridiculous range on it. And I get a life max up. Now, if you hear any popping noises in the background, this is being recorded on New Year's Eve. And I waited a little bit for things to die down, but there's still a few people trying to wear out their fireworks while I'm in here recording. So, yeah. A few last moment max ups. Heart max, life max. And there is I believe that this is where we get the Toxic Cloud. Gas Cloud, yes. Now, the Gas Cloud... Hold on, let me put my shield back on. Sort by sword. Find the Alucard shield, put that back on. Let's see what that heart thingy does. Pretty sure it's what I got. What did I just pick up? Fucking hell, I just forgot what I picked up. Mystic Pendant? No, I had that already. Huh. I just picked up a thing. A Ruby Circlet. Okay, that's a thing for the head. Sorry. And that will increase my intellect, but will reduce my strength. And, I don't need that, basically. So the Toxic Cloud turns the regular mist into a completely deadly, horrible thing. It's, as Yahtzee put it, zero punctuation, Yahtzee put it, this is your clue that says it's time to finish the game, because anything that gets close to you with that is going to get murdered. I already made sure that I have a 196% completion rate on this, which that's the threshold to get the best ending. If you have 196%, then that means that you have passed the amount needed to get the happy ending. So now we're just going to go ahead and head on to the final spot there, get this whole thing taken care of. And the music is just, it's just harshing my buzz, man. This thing is like, it's terrible. So, yeah, what comes next? Area of Sorrow is my next plan. I've probably mentioned this quite a few times, but this is you know, it's about time for me to start moving on to other venues, and I try to go for as much completion as possible on this. I think, well, you know, with 196% completion, that meets the requirements. But, you know, it's a little bit more difficult with a game like Area of Sorrow, where there's considerably more farming involved to find all the souls, and, you know, so that one's gonna have probably a bit more cut stuff, because, yeah, I'm gonna dank it. There are things I'm gonna do. Fuck off, cats. There are things I'm gonna do that basically make the game broken pretty early on in comparison. God, let's get out of this place. It's just, ugh. Music is just, ugh, giving me the wrong vibe. Now at least I got some decent gloomy music. See, look at that. I'm just one-shotting everything. Anything that the poison gas cloud gets close to dies. Uses up the MP, though. You can see it right there. Alright. Here we go. Our goal is the Goat Head Gate. Nope. Nope. Here we go. So this is what would be the Olrox's quarters in the regular castle. I forget exactly what it's called here. I'm sure I'll be able to check that. Doesn't say where I'm at. Oh well. Now it's time to head to the clock room, which, as always, is sort of the central focal point of everything. And just melting everything before me. There is nothing that can stand up to this. It's ridiculous. You got a little bit of a range above and below you. You got such a huge amount of range in front of you. And I'm just gonna poison gas cloud this asshole to death. Yeah, you don't like that much, do you? Didn't think so. Okay, now of course, for the clock room, the prerequisite to be able to open the way forward is that you have to get all the pieces of Vlad, all 5 of them. Once you have all 5 of them, then when you enter the clock room, you will get the thing. Let me double check my armor. Damn it. I'm wearing the Alucard mail. I should be wearing the walk armor, though, because it's a lot higher defense by this point. There is a drop you can get from the knights up in the hallways just nearby. It's the God's Garb, and supposedly that's the best armor in the game. I'm not going to need it. I mean, the Crusagram just massively breaks any encounter that I have to deal with. So let's open this up. Same as before, we get the hands all moving towards 630. Which is odd because it is 6 at the top of the clock, but at the bottom it is IIX, which isn't even really a number. So, yeah, weird the way that it's set up, but hey, not gonna complain. Got a heart refresh just in case. And just further boosting our completion rate. Go ahead and overwrite data. This is gonna be the final save of the game. And get into Ye Old Elevator. And this dark, spooky music. Now, as before, it's a simple little kind of circle, so to speak, or of a square. And as before, I'm going to try and walk around it as much as possible, just to get that final level of completion. Of course, as soon as you go over the pit, then that's it, you're committed to the final battle. So let me just go ahead and drop back down and come back up the other side. And then that way I will have explored every possible room in the castle. Every last bit of space. So first, we gotta fight this asshole.
You have done well in making it this far. I would expect no less from the son of our master.
So you are the one who was controlling Belmont?
Yes. I am the dark priest called Shaft. This world must be cleansed in the forge of chaos.
I can dig it.
Why did you make Belmont lord of this castle?
For centuries, vampire hunters have defeated evil with holy power. But if two vampire hunters were to fight each other...
But Belmont's power is supreme among vampire hunters. None other could defeat him.
Exactly. That's why I removed him as a threat, by making him into lord of this castle.
But your plan has failed.
Has it indeed? We'll see what happens after I destroy your weak human side.
I'm not sure I get that plan, but I'm not sure I care either.
Oh! No!
You claim to love the darkness. Go then and dwell there for all eternity.
But my goal is achieved. Count Dracula has come to purify this corrupt world with the searing flames of chaos.
He's certainly happy about it. Boy, I just kind of beasted him. But now the real deal comes along. Hello, Dad.
Father.
Well met, my son. It's been a long time.
I was hoping we would not see each other again. I can't allow you to leave here, Father.
You have ever been the ally of humans. Have you forgotten what they did to your mother?
Think you I would forget such a thing? No, but neither do I seek revenge against them.
Still uttering the same nonsense. No matter. Now is the time to put aside your weak human side and join me in remaking this world!
Dracula, in the name of my mother, I will defeat you again!
Time to boogie. And of course we don't get to fight him as a normal human fight. He's in this big-ass weird throne. I'm just gonna go ahead and wail on him. I'm not gonna make this fight last any longer than it has to. It's much less tough fight than the fight with Galamoth. I mean, look at that shit.
Go back whence you came. Trouble the soul of my mother no more.
How? How is it that I've been so defeated?
You have been doomed ever since you lost the ability to love.
Sarcasm. For what profit is it to a man if he gains the world and loses his own soul? Matthew 16:26, I believe. Tell me, what were Lisa's last words?
She said, do not hate humans. If you cannot live with them, then at least do them no harm. For theirs is already a hard lot. She also said to tell you that she would love you for all of eternity.
Lisa, forgive me. Farewell, my son.
And a final tender-ish moment between dad and son, at least a little bit of reconciliation, although it'll never ever be final. And now our reward. Castlevania and its mirror are no more, at least for another 100 years. For as the saying goes, Dracula shall rise again once every 100 years. and a Belmont shall come forth to put him in his place. So let's see what our heroes make of it.
So you made it.
Alucard, I'm glad you're all right.
I'm sorry. 'Tis my fault you had to fight your own father.
Fear not. I had my own reasons for destroying him.
It must have been painful for you.
Indeed. But you must always remember that the only thing necessary for evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing.
I understand.
Alucard, what will you do now?
The blood that flows in my veins is cursed. 'Twould be best for this world if I were to disappear forever.
I see.
Farewell, then. We'll not meet again.
Alucard,
Don't you want to go after him, Maria?
I'm sorry. I can't let him disappear from my life.
It's all right. Go after him. Perhaps you can save his haunted soul.
Thank you, Richter. Fare thee well.
And yourself, dear lady.
And that's what you get with the 196%. You actually get Maria following after you. If you didn't quite get that far, she would just say meh and go on with it. So, yeah, that was Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Nice enough song. I don't like to talk over music normally, but, my thoughts on the game, definitely, big classic. Just complete trailblazer, set the stage for an entire genre of video games. Certainly where Igarashi-san did some of his best work. Just a ton of work went into this. Look at all the people involved with it. All the thought and care involved with the game. It's just really, really a beautiful experience. Definitely it is where things started. I think they did certainly, they did better in certain other games with the storyline. But it's a nice touch. Richter having defeated Dracula 4 years ago, according to this game's time frame, and that was done in the game Dracula X Rondo of Blood. So, that's a nice little touch that 4 years later, the Dark Priest Shaft, who always seems to be involved in this crap, is trying to bring Dracula back to life. And, that he was involved in the last one, too. I think that's about it for him. I mean, we did kick his ass there. I don't think Shaft comes back, although there's always going to be Dracula followers. Anyways, gonna let this music finish out, and I just want to thank you for following me thus far on this series. There's much more to come with many other Castlevania games. I'm certainly not going to be short for those. Once again, my name is Alex, also known as Solanus Dracone. This has been Symphony of Thursday Night. Thank you very much, and let the music play you out.
See the sun or feel the wind.
Don't forget, copyright fucking Konami. Don't forget to like and subscribe.